Alright, hello. I'm here to talk about, to reinstate a few of the topics that my partner was discussing at first. We are here to propose a reform to the current unemployment system. The claims we're cutting the duration of benefits received, the costs of the current unemployment system are currently unsustainable, and that qualifying for benefits need to be more strictly enforced to limit the abuse of the system. With the current system, people receiving unemployment benefits are eligible to collect these benefits for up to 99 weeks with both federal and state systems, as my partner stated. This extended period seriously demotivates workers to search for work, and my partner explained through a few studies. We proposed to cut it down to a 6-month or 24-week program to help motivate these unemployed workers to find jobs. There have also been many studies that shows links between government benefits and higher unemployment. According to an article written by Chris Edwards and George Leaf on downsizinggovernment.org, it quotes economists Martin Feldstein and Daniel Altman, who noted the most obvious and most thoroughly researched effect of the existing unemployment insurance systems on unemployment is the increase in the duration of the unemployment spells. By reducing the cost of remaining unemployed, UI benefits induce individuals to have longer spells in order to search for a better job or simply to enjoy some leisure. In other words, this reinforces our claim that by giving benefits to the unemployed, they are willing to take advantage of it or even perhaps wait for a better job offer just because they can afford to do so. The same article is again quoted. The research shows that about 1/3 of workers find a new job as soon as their benefits expire. So there's a reason why professional economists are saying that, and they're correlating this and they're relating this to studies. So, in another study, 2010, Harvard University's Robert Barrow estimated that the extensions of unemployment insurance benefits to an unprecedented 99 weeks had increased the U.S. employment rate by 2.7 percentage points at the time, from 6.8% to 9.5%. He observed that even though unemployment had peaked at a higher rate in 1981 recession, the mean duration of unemployment and the share of unemployment that was long-term were much higher in the recent recession. These are telltale signs that a large group of unemployed were induced to remain on unemployment insurance because of the generosity of benefit extensions during the recession. Therefore, they're not looking for work as hard as they should be. Also, Harvard University, Larry Summers, former Secretary of Treasury under President Clinton and former economic advisor to President Obama, was quoted in the 1999 article. To fully understand employment, we must consider the causes of record long-term unemployment. Empirical evidence shows that two causes are welfare payments and unemployment insurance. These government assistance programs contribute to long-term unemployment in two ways. First, government assistance increases the measure of unemployment by promoting people who are not working to claim that they are working for work, even when they are not. The second way government assistance programs contribute to a long-term unemployment is by providing an incentive and means not to work. Each unemployed person has a reservation wage, the minimum wage he or she insists on getting before accepting a job. Unemployment insurance and other social assistance programs increase that reservation age, causing unemployed persons to remain unemployed longer. He said that it was not easy to fraud, but he specifically stated that it was quote-unquote over the phone or by mail, and most of it is online, and these fraudulent beneficiaries can easily have a friend or anyone else sign it, give them the information, and complete it for them. Furthermore, also Harvard University's Larry Summers, now for the costs of the systems. Knowing this preview information, who in here has a job? Anybody? For those of you who do, would you like the money out of your paychecks to be going to people who are sitting on the couch all day just watching TV, not really trying to find a job and taking advantage of the system? I wouldn't think so. According to an article, Digging into the U.S. Budget, What We Spend and How by Linda Berlin's Safety Net Programs, unemployment safety nets account for 14% of the $3.5 trillion budget. Due to the abuse of the system and the evidence, cuts to the system would be beneficial to all taxpayers if we could allocate it to education or other problems that need to be reinstated that are facing cuts. For our third claim, making qualifying for benefits to limit abuse of the system is abused for fraud very frequently. And in accordance to the Pennsylvania inmates that were collecting UB from unemployment benefits from prisons, which my partner shared with you, according to an article on FoxNews.com, inmates collecting millions from fraudulent unemployment checks. In Arizona, officials reportedly found 475 inmates collecting roughly $1.1 million in 2010 and 2012. Also from the same article, the states with the highest fraud rate over that period were Arizona at 9.21%, Mississippi at 9.05%, Louisiana at 8.29%, and South Dakota at 5.95%. The total amount of improper payments was roughly over $890 million. States are also paying unemployment benefits to inmates as well as children, dead people, and residents of their states due to this fraud. So pretty much they can sign up using a dead person's name, their child, their cousin, anybody else they want to claim benefits in fraud pay stubs. So one example of this happened earlier this year actually, according to an article on CNN.com titled 21 People Charged in Unemployment Fraud Shame. The conspiracy centered around a family claiming to operate several farm labor companies in Northern California. They sold fake pay stubs to other people in the community and used their companies to report false wages to the government. Then the fake employees claimed they were laid off and used the phony pay stubs to collect unemployment benefits, disability insurance, or both. This demonstrates clear abuse of the unemployment benefit system, and in about $1.4 billion in overpaid state benefits were attributed to the fraud. So your tax monies are literally going to people that are frauding the system, inmates, people like that are abusing the unemployment system. Overall, we believe that cutting costs allocated to the unemployment benefits, applying stricter qualifications for receiving coverage, monitoring recipients, making sure they are actively looking for work, and reduction in the duration of benefits will be more beneficial to society. My opponent states that we would have a negative impact on those whom are receiving these benefits. Due to the previous evidence stated, it is clear that the ones who abuse it or actually use this system as an incubation period to actively seek work and find a job would not be affected because they are actually using it what it is designed to do. They are actually the ones receiving the benefits and looking for work, because if you're actively looking for work, you will find a job. He also stated that it is intended to hold them over and not necessarily take the first job offer they get. But many times they are setting that reservation wage much too high, higher than their wages even are, which it makes it much more difficult. He also states that the money collected from unemployment gets spent at local businesses cultivating the economy, when this is clearly not the case in all cases, as my partner mentioned. Fractions of people using the benefits in other ways to purchase drugs and alcohol. And for example, my neighbor is actually on unemployment and comes over every day with a bottle of alcohol in his hand and on unemployment, and talks about how much he absolutely loves just sitting on his ass and not doing anything. That is it.